This video is sponsored by Moft in support of feeding Yemen and the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Yemen. All revenue from this collaboration and this video will be donated to support children and families in Yemen, so please watch this without ad block. To learn more about what is happening or support our fundraiser, head over to charity.gofundme.com/saveyemen. All links will be on the screen and in the description box below. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been about 4 weeks since I last uploaded a video, but don't worry, I have really exciting videos planned for August, so stay tuned for that. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 things to instantly boost your productivity. These are things ranging from items you can purchase to techniques that you can implement. This officially kickstarts my back to school series for 2021, so comment down below when you're going back to school or if you have any topics that you want me to cover / video ideas, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. The first item on my list is a Moft laptop stand. I've had mine for a couple of years now, and it's basically an invisible laptop stand that comes in matching colors with your MacBook, and it's super quick and easy to use. It is really light and slim, and it takes less than a second to open and close, so this can be used anywhere from the comfort of your desk to the kitchen, in the garden, or in the library. The stand offers 2 angles, encouraging you to maintain a healthy posture based on your preference. The high lifting mode applies a 3-inch lift, significantly optimizing a sitting position. I personally prefer this position as it puts the screen at eye level, and I use a separate keyboard so it's not too hard on my wrist. The low lifting mode works better if you don't have a separate keyboard or you have a more adaptable standing desk. The Moft stand is much more affordable and convenient to use than a lot of stands available on the market, and as of now you can use Study with Moft for a 15% off of all products, including this laptop stand. Moving on, the next thing on my list is a mechanical keyboard. This is hands down one of the best purchases I made in 2020, and this is pretty much what got me through the second semester of my freshman year of college and what keeps me doing work at my desk. Now, I know mechanical keyboards are not the most affordable items, but as always, I will link the one I have in the description alongside a few other ones that I have heard good reviews of and are of different price ranges. There's a few reasons I like mechanical keyboards. First, it's definitely the clicky sound for me. To be honest, I understood nothing about different types of keys. When I purchased my keyboard, I just asked a friend and he suggested that I get the brown switches, which I think works perfectly for me because it's not super clicky like the ones that gamers use, and it's just a nice medium between the red and blue switches. I'll definitely try to find and link some videos in the description explaining the differences because I did not do it justice. Another thing I love about my keyboard is that as a result of using it, I'm now forced to use it on my desk, in addition to the Moft stand I mentioned as well as my monitor, and it's drastically helped me with my posture, which was really great, especially during the entire year of online classes. Moving on to some techniques, one that I always recommend is to create a master and a specific to-do list. When I say a master to-do list, I pretty much just mean a list that includes everything and anything you want and need to get done in the next 2 weeks. Once you have that, you want to identify the time-sensitive tasks, so tasks that have deadlines attached to them, as well as ones that are personally important to you. After that, you are going to go through the list and make your to-do list for the day. When I make my daily to-do list, I try to include tasks from all types of categories, which I've tried to categorize as admin tasks, which help me start off my day easy and chill. Time-sensitive tasks, so those are the tasks that we attached deadlines to or tasks that we marked as important. Then we have chill tasks, which are things that are not necessarily urgent and I can get them done while multitasking. So for example, I can listen to music or watch drama on the side while doing that task. I usually schedule these tasks to be sometime around midday when I reach my post-lunch slump and I just want to take a nap instead of doing work. I find that having something entertaining in addition to the really boring task I'm doing makes the task at hand so much less painful to get through. And obviously, if it was during school season, I would probably also have another category for study, just for any other study tasks that are not time sensitive, but I still need to do. I find that it's really important to have a mix of tasks that you enjoy doing and have to do, so you're not highly stressed all day long. The fourth thing on my list is have a brain dump journal or notepad. I keep a notebook next to my workspace at all times to write down any thoughts or things that are distracting me from what I'm doing. Sometimes a reason why you can't focus on the work and you get distracted periodically is to think about other aspects of your life that are stressing you out. One thing I know I've been thinking way too much about while trying to get my work done is the process of moving out, such as thinking about what I need to buy and pack, how I'm going to fly during COVID, how I'm going to purchase all the furnitures and put them together and all that stuff. Of course, these are things that I don't quite have control over, and I know I'll just have to figure it out as I go, but for that same reason is exactly why I keep coming back to these thoughts. So each time I find myself wandering off from what I'm doing to think about that, I would get out my journal and write down all my worries. If I'm working on a non-urgent task, I would take a few more minutes to even write down how I would work around those thoughts, and once you have it all written out on paper and you know you'll get to doing it when the time comes, it's a lot easier for you to go back to what you're doing and focus on that. Moving on to the next tip, which is to have actual timers or clocks over apps. As much as apps such as Forest or other Pomodoro timers work to keep you off your phone and motivate you to work for longer periods of time, what I find is that nothing beats the good old clock or sandglass timer. For me, even though I know I can no longer access the content of my phone because it's blocked by an app, I still have the tendency to pick up my phone as if I like to tell myself, oh, I'm just gonna look at what time it is or how much time it's remaining. However, that action alone can lead you to doing many other things aside from the task you should be working on. So what I've found is having an actual timer right in front of me and placing my phone away from my workspace has drastically improved my productivity. Number 6 on the list is to create a suitable playlist for different occasions. When I'm struggling to get started with whichever work I've set myself up to do, I like to put on some music to help me get started. For example, I explicitly listen to BTS lo-fi music when I'm doing chemistry. So now whenever I put on that playlist, I immediately feel, I guess, the vibe, and it just signals me to work on chemistry. Some other examples from me, I create seasonal playlists of songs that I liked during that specific period, and I would play those whenever I'm doing admin tasks, planning, or working on YouTube content. I also have a playlist for pre-exams, so the 10 minutes before I actually go into writing an exam, and that has a mix of really upbeat and calm songs that help me feel less nervous walking into my exam. Now, this is not going to work magically when you create these playlists the first time. Sometimes you might even feel distracted trying to listen to a new playlist, but by associating a specific task with a playlist, over time, I promise it'll help you to get into the right mood for starting your tasks. And the last thing that's helped me boost my productivity is planning your study break activities. I used to be someone who just ate and went on my phone during my breaks. I still do that sometimes, but at the end of it, it just always felt really unsatisfying, which is why a 10-minute break ended up being a few hours. So to avoid that, I recommend making a list of things you can do on break based on how much time you have. For example, when I'm studying, my breaks are usually 10 minutes or 30 minutes, so I would just list a few activities I can do in 10 minutes and another list for 30 minutes. The point is to engage in activities that will either give you the full satisfaction or make you anticipate for more, but not to the extent that it makes you want to watch it immediately. And that actually wraps up all of my tips for boosting your productivity. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out more of my content. All of my social media, podcast, and website will be linked in the description box below. I hope you guys are just excited as I am for back to school because I have planned a couple of what I'd say pretty interesting videos. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!